Hey Gemini, welcome to your November love reading. How are you, love bugs? I hope you're all well, happy, and had an awesome October. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Andrea. Welcome to Soul Embers. I hope you find a message within this reading today that really does resonate and you choose to stay for the journey. Everything you guys need to know about this reading and how I go about doing my readings, it's in the description box below, as well as my contact details for those of you that would like to reach out for a personal reading. I would love to do one for you. A massive thank you for the love, support, and the beautiful energy you guys bring to the channel. I would not be here if it weren't for you guys, so really grateful. Thank you. I have a surprise. I'm giving away a free 30-minute reading in the month of November. It's a free 30-minute love reading. And if you'd like to qualify, all you need to do is comment below in the comment section your name, as well as I just want to bring some happy and high vibe feels to the channel. So, you know, what does love bring to you in your life? Yeah. And I'll be drawing the winner at the end of November. You'll know if you've won because I'm just going to randomly select someone from the comment section and respond to that message, or that comment I should say, that you've won. So best of luck, get commenting, Gemini, and let's see what's going on for love for you in the month of November. So I've already shuffled, cleansed and meditated on the cards for you, and I felt that you're very analytical at the moment, Gemini. There's something that has you, there is something you want to say, but you've detached yourself emotionally. You want to approach this in a different way, is what I'm getting. The Gemini that I'm connecting with. Collecting? Are you collecting information? All right, let's light your candle. It's almost like you're finally getting to the point where you're about to seal the deal, right? Very interesting. All right, Gemini, let's see. How are we feeling about love? Who am I connecting with? How are you feeling about love? What is this about? What brings you here? What is it that you'd like to know, Gemini? What is it that you'd like to know? Power. Power. You have the power within you to create change. This is about doing things in a completely different way, in a completely different light. And I'm seeing a lot of light here. I'm seeing a lot of action, but purposeful action. Not being driven by emotion, not being driven by overthinking or illusions. It is about really deciphering the truth of the matter and approaching a situation when it comes to your love life in a completely different way. This is almost about what we see is what we have. It's the reality of a situation. And I feel, Gemini, that you have experienced the extreme emotions as far as the head space goes and as far as the heart space goes previously, and you've acted upon those, and it really did not give you the result that you wanted when it comes to this particular love interest. But you're determined. I feel that you're really determined to see it out with this love interest, whether it's to find out a truth, whether it's to get closure, or whether it's to pursue a deeper relationship with them. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Very powerful in the month of November, very influential. You know, your words pack a lot of power in them. Your energy is power packed. You know, there's a lot of force behind your sheer determination and will to see things out when it comes to this particular love interest and whatever it is that you're seeking to get to the bottom of or to achieve. Okay, let's break this down. Now flip the energy as you need to. It might sound, when I'm talking about you, it might sound more like them. So switch and flip as you need. Gee, that card's come up a lot. Lead the Emperor a lot in these readings. Boundaries, setting, setting foundations for your own personal and future growth. These are the types of energies that are floating around at the moment. Okay, so in a nutshell, what I'm getting here for the Gemini that I'm connecting with, this is the type of energy exchange where there has been some sort of I'm feeling on their end they've retracted or withdrawn emotionally, even mentally. There's a very little communication as far as feelings or this situation goes. There may still be communication, but it's nothing too deep, and it's nothing to discuss the past of what's happened or what's coming up in the future. This person is keeping their cards close to themselves when it comes to how they feel about this relationship and about this union. I feel that they have been able to really tap into an area of you, Gemini, where I guess you saw things play out in a particular way with this person, and there is a lot of attraction here. There is a lot of chemistry. There is an inner knowing about this person. There is also a sense of understanding, a soothing energy, familiarity. I keep using that word and I actually can't pronounce it, so I don't know why I keep doing that. So yeah, there's this sense of familiarity, there I go again, between the two of you, where your hearts feel very nurtured, they feel very soothed, they feel very safe when you're with each other and in each other's energy. So that's absolutely beautiful. But something has transpired here, and I feel that it has to do with a certain point of view, a way of doing things that you guys could not see eye to eye to. This has caused you to realize, now that they've kind of withdrawn their energy from you, rather than being giving to the union, to you, they have kind of changed their focus in a different direction. And this has made you realize just how important this relationship is. It's stopped being about the actual person and those little things that don't matter now. And it's more about the potential that you see based on the deeper connection. So, it's about choosing your battles and letting certain behaviors or way of doing things fall away. Like, you're thinking, what really matters here? Does this really matter? Is this really going to make a major difference in my life? Can I compromise in this area? And I feel this is the new approach that you're looking at, a different way of doing things, but you're being very analytical about it. You may have expressed your feelings or your thoughts previously in a different way, and it didn't quite get the result you wanted. And so now you're both kind of just standing on opposing ends, looking at each other and really trying to feel your way through this. So what I'm getting is November brings a time where it's allowing you to really expand your consciousness when it comes to love, where it's really starting to help you elevate and view love on a different from a different perspective. There are different facets of loving someone, and just because I guess we see things play out a certain way in our lives, that doesn't mean that if somebody comes into our life that does things differently, that we're not compatible. It just is a matter of meeting halfway. Will you meet me halfway? This is what I'm getting. And I feel that both of you are very strong personalities. And, when the other person, you or them, right, is attacked or is, demanded this is how I want things, this is how things should be. You both get very stubborn and you become set in your way, and you're not in a position to compromise because it stops being a discussion and it starts being more like a dictatorship, right? So both of you very strong, want to see things out, have wanted to see things out in a particular way when it comes to love. And now you're both faced with a deep connection and wanting to compromise on those things, but feeling your way through it. I'm also feeling that both of you don't want to miss this opportunity, Gemini. You're both invested in each other, and you're being very sharp with your thinking. You are being very, very cautious about how you're going to approach this, as are they. How do I do this? You know, how do I see things in a different way? I've experienced love before. I've experienced love that hasn't transpired in the way that I wanted to. I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of love and I've had a lot of losses. I've been hurt. I've been taken advantage of. And every time I guess I retaliated or I invested in the way that I did, it didn't give me the result that I wanted. So how do I do this now, Spirit? I'm surrendering this to you and I'm asking you to show me the way. And there is this element of a deep unconditional love that you're starting to have an understanding of. And it's this person that's triggered it in you. And it's not because of the extreme chemistry or the extreme passion or the extreme there is no toxic energy exchange here. This person has triggered you in a very, very different way. I feel that you guys are very tap into each other's creativity, into that heart space of a true understanding of what love is about and the different levels of it. It's an absolutely beautiful energy, but you want to start something, you want to take action. You're willing to compromise and you're willing to put in the hard work that's needed to get this off the ground because you're very passionate about them and the possibilities that this could bring. You really want to see this grow. You want to start something new, plant new seeds in a different location of your garden that are going to get the right amount of sun and that are going to get the right amount of nutrition, you know, so that they can grow. Because wherever you've been planting up until this point, it hasn't worked, which is why you are being so detached emotionally and trying to see things for what they truly are at this time. The opportunity is here for you. Okay, so there is definitely an opportunity to take this to the next level. Whether it is this communication that's going to give you the closure that you need, that's going to help you understand the power of unconditional love and how surrendering to the divine and divine timing is extraordinary. That letting go and releasing of a certain expectation carries so much power in it. You take all your power back rather than trying to manipulate a situation because of the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions that are involved because you want it to further develop, right? Oops, too many cards there. The person that you're connecting with, they're feeling very guarded. They're feeling very defensive in the sense that they are protecting their heart space. They're ready to argue. They don't want to argue, but they're expecting some kind of a confrontation, and they're not wanting to do that. I feel that you're in a position of action, they're in a position of retreating. They're waving a white flag, and it's not that they're surrendering this union, it's they just need time to process the confusion that they're feeling. They're very, very deep in their emotions, very deep in their trying to understand what happened here. They really could see that same type of, they could see a future with you, Gemini. They really want this, but there are things that they're not communicating with you. They're keeping them very close to their chest. They don't know which way to go. They don't know what action to take. And they're just sitting there trying to make the connection to their higher self. They may be having a lot of dreams. They may be having a lot of signs and synchronicities right now. Really, they're very much on that spiritual plane. Very, very much on that spiritual plane. Trying to bring this into fruition, trying to get to some kind of answers that they feel comfortable with. They're feeling very uneasy about how to invest in this. At the moment, they're feeling confused how to invest in this and be able to really bring it into the physical plane. So they're spending a lot of time in that spiritual plane, trying to connect with their higher self, trying to get those answers that they feel comfortable with so that they can then bring it together where all the ethereal elements can come together to form something into being with you. How do we do this? How do we compromise this, right? And you're on the other end saying, I've realized that I just need to be more open, be more flexible to simply loving you the way you are and trusting that we have a connection that goes beyond the physical plane and that it's worth it, right? So, absolutely beautiful reading, Gemini. I feel that there is a lot happening behind the scenes that you are yet to see manifest, and you're on the right path. You're both being divinely guided to look within yourselves to find a different approach to love. This is about leveling up, and you're doing it together. Seeing love in a different way so that you can come together on an even playing field where your frequencies are matching, right? So for the month of November, if there's any guidance that I have here for you, it would be continue doing what you're doing, working on whatever it is you're trying to work through in that getting to the answers that you're trying to get to, really stretching like an elastic band your consciousness and seeing love in a different way. And then slowly there can be communication on how to set those boundaries about into the physical plane that will allow for the growth and manifestation of these seeds that we're planting, to really grow. And it needs to be done together. This is about being in a balanced relationship. This is not the kind of thing where either of you are going to invest in something where there isn't reciprocation or fulfillment. There is a need for patience here. Be patient, Gemini. The message for you is in the month of November, be patient. You are working through things. You are transitioning to a higher state of understanding when it comes to love. You need to take your time so you can process it. And so every aspect of your being can come to terms with it. Fully accept it so that you are able to embrace that unconditional love and meet each other on the physical. Yeah. Slowly, as time, what I'm getting here, Spirit is saying, you keep doing what you need to do. This person needs to process what they are confused. They need to sort through that confusion. Once they feel that they have a little bit more control and that they're able to come to you with something of substance that you can work with and they can feel comfortable working with you on, they will approach. It's just not the time yet. Focus on transitioning into this new level. They will communicate. It will get to the point where things will start to mount, things will start to click. It may come across as being quite like they may come in really, really abruptly, and it's almost like they can't stop the words from coming out. They are eventually going to realize just how important you are to them, and they're going to want to come in and express and celebrate and want to bring this together and move forward together. And it's almost like they're going to go from not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do, to finally everything just clicking into place, and they're going to panic and they're going to come rushing in with communication. And it is that's how it's going to start. It's almost like you guys are going to start negotiating, right? And compromising. All right, Gemini, I hope you found that helpful. If you would like to reach out for a personal reading because you vibe with my reading style, I'd love to do one for you. Information, contact details in the description box. Don't forget about the 30-minute free love reading in November. Get commenting. Tell me what, all the good feels that love brings to your life. And as mentioned, I'll draw a winner randomly at the end of November. So make sure you go back to your comment to see if you were the one. Bye, Gemini.